Hey guys, Ryan here, and today I'm going to be giving you guys my initial thoughts on Chapter 2 Season 5. This season freshly dropped, a few days ago after the insane Galactus event. That was insane. Didn't record it, unfortunately. I recorded my reaction, but it was on my phone right here, so, can't even really upload that, I don't think. But the event was insane. And then we got a sort of Black Hole 2 for like 10 hours, and then the season dropped. So today I'm just going to be talking about my initial thoughts on this season. I'll probably do a more in-depth video like this at the end of the season, but right now I just really want to, talk about my initial thoughts, what I think of this season so far, and how I think it's going to turn out for my channel over the season. So, yeah, let's just get right into this video. Starting with the new stuff of this season, we obviously have the Battle Pass, incredible. Tier 100, not really my style personally, but it's a really, really good skin, very in-depth. You can tell they put a lot of detail into it. If possible, I'll try and show it on screen, but, I suck at editing, so I have no idea if I'm just going to be uploading this face cam video or what. We'll see what happens. But the Tier 100 skin, not my style, but personally, still a very good skin. I respect the amount of effort that probably went into it. You have the Condor skin, pretty good skin, probably my favourite one from the Battle Pass in both styles. You have that one anime girl, I don't even remember the name, not my style personally, but everyone's freaking out about that because there's anime skins in Fortnite now. Brilliant. You have, the Mandalorian skin, Star Wars collaboration. Good to see Star Wars come back as a collaboration. It's probably some of my favourite collaborations, to be honest. Just because I have some form of connection with Star Wars in comparison to other sort of things they've done in the past. And then, you have your other basic Battle Pass skins. But the Battle Pass, it's basic, it's what you usually expect from a Battle Pass. It's, nothing too noteworthy, so I'm not going to talk about that for 12 hours. You guys probably know what the Battle Pass includes by now. I'll link my Battle Pass showcase at the end of this video, so you guys can go and watch that if you don't know what's in there. But Battle Pass overall very good. Not my type of Battle Pass personally, but it's overall a good Battle Pass. I would obviously recommend picking it up. Every Battle Pass is worth it in my opinion, even if you don't like the items, just because, you're getting essentially over £100 or dollars, whatever your currency is, for like £6 or $10. It's so worth it. It's insane. But Battle Pass, incredible. Just not my personal style. I've never really been the biggest fan of ancient themes and stuff like that. I'm definitely interested in the whole 0 point theme, which we'll get onto more in depth later. But now moving on to the new POIs, the map changes. Probably everyone's favourite part of the seasons, to be honest. We have the Colossal Colosseum. Probably one of my favourites, personally. It's a really big hot drop, so you can't really land there casually unless you're really good at the game and expect to survive every single time. But overall, it's a very, very good new POI, a very interesting theme. It reminds me of that football stadium that was near Junk Junction back in Season 4, Chapter 1, with that similar sort of football stadium design. So it's really cool to see an area like that come back. We have the Stealthy Stronghold. I've only landed here a handful of times, to be honest. It's kind of like the jungle biome from Season 8. It's interesting. I'm looking at the map right now, that's why I'm looking over here, by the way. It's interesting, but not my personal style. I'm not really a fan of the more enclosed areas that are more cramped and you just run into people 24/7. So, not my type of area personally, but it is overall, decent. It's better than the houses that were there the previous season. So, I'll take what I can get. And then we have Hunter's Haven. This is interesting. I haven't landed here that much yet. This is probably my least favourite new area, just because I've barely landed here. But it's interesting. It's interesting. It's another city type of POI, but more interesting, I guess, with a more interesting layout. It's alright, but I haven't landed there enough to really have a full opinion on it yet, so that's really all I have to say about it. And then we have the big boy, Salty Towers. My word. Epic. Thank you. Can I just say that? They brought back Tilted Towers, but combined it with Salty Springs, an area people wanted to get removed for seasons now. So instead of removing it, they actually combined both areas, so everyone gets something that they want. Community! They actually did something we want! Let's go! No, but jokes aside, this is actually a really, really cool area. It's literally Tilted and Salty Springs combined. There's nothing not to like about this. If you like Tilted, you'll like this area. If you like Salty, you'll like this area. If you like both, then you'll especially like this area. It's just a very big hot drop, so if you're not really good at dealing with a lot of people off spawn, then this probably isn't the area for you, personally, like it is mine. I'm more of a, you know, go to more quiet areas and then rotate into the popular areas type of guy, more than landing at the biggest area on the map type of guy. So not my area personally, but just seeing Tilted back is just a nostalgia trip and really, really fun to see. And what is really interesting is that all of these old POIs that we got back, I'll talk about more of them later, because we've got a lot more than just Tilted. All of these old areas are exactly in the same spot that they were in the Chapter 1 map. People have pointed that out, and it's really true. So that's really interesting. I wonder if over time, like for the rest of the Chapter 2 seasons, we'll get more old POIs because of the 0 point being exposed sort of thing. And then over time we might even just get the full-on Chapter 1 map back in like a new form. Like, because it's interesting how they put all the old POIs in their identical locations to the Chapter 1 map. That's just really interesting to point out, and it might even be a hint towards what we could see in the future. But that's just a little something I figured I should point out. Moving on to more areas though, we have Flush Factory back in the game. Let's go. If you guys know me and my old videos, you'd know before Season 7, this was my main area. I landed at Flush Factory every single game. It is back. The OG main area is back. Thank you, Epic. Let's go. Nothing to say about Flush Factory. Great area, underrated area, and it really suits its new unnamed POI vibe that it has going on. Incredible. It definitely suits being an unnamed POI because obviously right above it is Slurpy Swamp, a literal bigger version of Flush Factory, so having it as a named POI would be kind of weird. So it really suits being below Slurpy Swamp in an unnamed POI sort of shrunk down version of itself. Really cool, really, really cool. I love what they did here. Thank you for bringing Flush Factory back. Yes, I thought it was going to come back for Season X when they were adding all these POI hints to the map that were like destroyed POIs. Those like Flush Factory hints, Lazy Links hints, and we all thought, oh my god, all these areas are going to come back in Season X because they're hinting at them on the map, and then it never happened. Thanks, Epic. No, but jokes aside, the fact they're bringing this back now is just really cool. I really needed this right now. Like, you guys know I quit the game for a few weeks last season, so seeing something like this come back, I really needed. It really gives me that spark of motivation to play the game, and it just gives me somewhere to land at that I already know the layout of and personally love landing at, so really cool to see that come back. And then Logjam Woodworks, you know, we've had that area since the start of the map, but they added Greasy Grove's Der Burger building in there. So it's essentially a combination of Greasy Grove and Logjam Woodworks, and it's ironically in the same place that it was in the Chapter 1 map. What does this mean? I don't know, but either way, Greasy Grove is somewhat back, at least one of its buildings, with half of the Logjam Woodworks building as well. Really cool. Can see myself landing there a lot this season if I'm not landing at Flush. And then you have the Viking ship near Holly Hedges with that gas station type building that I've already forgotten existed, to be honest, until now. That's really cool to see back. Maybe we'll even get the full-on mountain back at some point, maybe for Season 6. Still really cool to see. And honestly, I don't think that's... I think that's all the new areas. I'm looking at the map right now and I don't think there's any more that there is on the map. Obviously there's the 0 point, but that's just the centre of the map, you know, the 0 point's there, we all know that. It's not really a POI per se, it's just like, there, if you know what I mean. So, I think that's all the map changes, at least the ones that are like notable. Like, if there are any more, they're probably like really small side quest storyline changes that no one really cares about. From what I can see, this is all the map changes that are like huge and noteworthy. So yeah, tell me what your main landing spot is going to be in this season, guys. We all know mine is going to be Flush Factory because what can I say? I'm a sucker for Flush Factory. But overall, would I say this map is better than Chapter 1's map, or any map in Chapter 1 for that matter? Honestly, I would say I prefer this map over Season X's map. But I wouldn't say I prefer it over, like, the original Season 5 map. It's a good map, but it still has that, like, very large scale, and I think they vaulted, like, choppers, so there's no more helicopters, so you can't really get them around the map fast anymore. So, you know, the map is still a bit big, you know, people still die very quickly because of skill-based. It's a bit rough, but overall, a very, very good map, very, very good season. And I'm really excited to see what they do with this season overall. But, yeah, the map, very good, very good. Best one in Chapter 2 so far, in my opinion, and I'm really excited to see what they do in the future upcoming seasons, because of all these old POIs coming back and the 0 Point being involved in the story again. Really excited to see what they do there. But moving on, we have the loophole, man. Ooh, the loophole is so good this season. They brought back so many weapons. They brought back the original SMG, the P90, the AK. They brought back, like, the tactical shotgun. So many good weapons are back in the game. But there's one problem with the loophole. Probably one of my only problems with this entire season, in fact. Why is the charge shotgun back? And why is the pump vaulted again? Epic, you were doing so well. What did you do? No, like, Epic, no. Like, oof, this change. It hits hard, man. It hits hard. Like, you have all this good stuff, godlike, memorable, iconic stuff back in the game, and then you bring back the charge over the pump, and we're back with a Season 3 shotgun meta. Like, Epic, no. Like, I have hope that they'll bring the pump back before the end of the season, just because of the amount of negative feedback going on right now. And they've already like listened to us a bit. They voted the grey charge shotgun, and they made the attack more common. So they are listening already. Like, this was day 1 of the season that they did this, by the way. So incredible communication there. But I honestly think we're going to see this shotgun meta for the rest of the season, and it's kind of rough to see, just because, like, we just had this shotgun meta and now we're having it back again. Epic, no. No, but overall, outside of the charge, which is, like, opinionated, obviously, I just don't like it myself. Outside of the charge, it's a really good loophole this season, and I'm just overall really excited. Like, they're bringing back so many old items while also adding so many good new ones. Like, you have the Mandalorian's mythics, which are actually balanced, a balanced mythic weapon. My god, what is Epic? Is this the same company that ran Chapter 2 Season 4? I don't think so. Like, balanced mythics? Epic? Thank you? Like, if you guys watched my video that I talked about Season 4, I'll link that at the end of the video, you would know that I hate mythics with a passion, and to see them finally make a mythic which is fun to use, fun to go against, and balanced, respect. +1 for the season. And then you have all these weird exotic rarity items. I'm pretty sure in Steamy Stacks with Bullseye, actually I'm not sure, I think it's Dirty Docks, yeah, it's Dirty Docks. With Dirty Docks you can buy this pistol. It's a suppressed pistol which marks your enemies where you, when you hit them. So it's kind of like these unique items exclusive to NPCs you can talk to on the map, which is a thing, by the way. Like, you can also talk to NPCs on the map, and you can either do tasks, or, you know, you can do tasks, you can buy weapons, buy ammo, stuff like that, depending on who you talk to. There's actually a Burnout NPC, thank you Epic, +1 respect for the Burnout recognition. I'm pretty sure he's in Steamy Stacks, by the way, so if you want to visit him, you know, land at Steamy Stacks, he's right outside of it. But yeah, you have these NPCs on the map, they're really cool, and, you know, there's these exotic rarity items, which have these exclusive sort of abilities. There's the double barrel, where it's like the flintlock, where you can boost yourself up, and like to side, you can use it as a mobility item. The damage on it sucks from what I've seen though, so I wouldn't personally pick it up, but if you want to, it's at like the miniature junction, the car location outside of Dirty Docks. I don't remember the name, but that's where you can find the double barrel. And then the pistol that marks players, it's in Dirty Docks. Overall, these exotic rarity items are very interesting. You know, having items that have abilities which aren't mythics, it's very interesting, but overall, I wouldn't personally pick them up. They cost way too much gold to be viable, to be honest. You can only pick them up once per million games unless you have a ton of gold, which, by the way, gold, another new thing with this season, it's like currency where you can obviously use them with the NPCs to the season. Pretty cool, to be honest, but would I pick up these exotic items? Not really, but is it cool? Obviously, yes. And then, like, I think that's all we really have to talk about when it comes to the map and, like, new features. We've talked about the loot pool, the map changes, the new items, and honestly, I'm a fan of all of it, man. It's really cool. Really, really cool. I'm really excited to see what they do there. But to end off this video, I'm going to have to talk about the Battle Pass. The Battle Pass, really good this season. Am I the biggest fan of the theme? Not really. I've never really been an ancient kind of guy. But I really like what they did with this Battle Pass. Like, every character has their own sort of personality, if you know what I mean. Like, you have a man made of pancakes. I mean, what else do you want from Battle Pass? But yeah, the Battle Pass is really cool. You have skins like Condor, which are like probably top 5 favourite Battle Pass skins of all time, just saying. That is incredible. The Tier 100, it's really cool. I appreciate the amount of detail and time that probably went into the skin, but is it my style? Not really. You have the Mandalorian, really happy to see another Star Wars collaboration, to be honest. I hated the lightsabers when they were a thing, but the collaboration itself I actually really liked. I actually really like what they did with the Star Wars skins, and it's really cool to see them continue that collaboration. I hope we actually get more Star Wars skins in the future. And then you have, you know, that one anime girl in the Battle Pass. I don't even remember the name of her. You guys can check out my Season 5 Battle Pass showcase if you want to see what I'm talking about. I'll link it at the end of the video, around here, somewhere here, on the screen at the end of the video. Everyone's freaking out about that skin. Not my style personally, but it's cool to see a different approach to skins. And then you have your basic rest of Battle Pass skins. You have that Reese skin. Interesting. Not my style though. I appreciate like the futuristic theme though. I'm a sucker for futuristic stuff. But yeah, what would I rate the Battle Pass? Personally, probably about a 6 or 7 out of 10. Not my personal type of theme, but I appreciate the skins and the time that probably went into it. It's a really good Battle Pass, and every single Battle Pass, even last season's, as someone that didn't like Marvel, I would say every Battle Pass is worth it. You're getting like hundreds of pounds, dollars worth of items for practically nothing. Like, it's 100% worth it. And then we have the last thing I'm going to talk about in this video, the Fortnite Crew Pack. This is a monthly subscription for, I think, £9.99 and maybe like $12. It's a monthly paid subscription where you get, I'm pretty sure, a skin and back bling and pickaxe every month. I'm not sure. That's at least what we got this month. I don't know if we'll get that every month. But yeah, right now you get a skin, pickaxe and back bling. You get 1,000 V-Bucks every month, and you get a Battle Pass every single time it releases, as long as you're paid for this subscription. So if a Battle Pass releases and you're paid to this subscription, you get it for free, which is incredible, incredible. I would 100% recommend picking this pack up over the regular Battle Pass, because you can cancel it at any time too, so you're essentially getting the Battle Pass along with a free skin, back bling and pickaxe, because you can literally cancel the subscription at any time. Which, like, incredibly worth it. I love the Fortnite Crew Pack idea. I'm definitely going to be staying subscribed to it. And let's just say there's some gameplays coming soon on that exact skin, so get excited for that. But yeah, man, that's my initial thoughts on Season 5 of Chapter 2. Really good season, my favourite one of the chapter so far. There's just some things holding it back from being like top 3, maybe even my favourite season of all time, like skill based, you know, still ruins the experience for me. I'm just not a fan of being able to sweat 24/7, 365, going against dynamos with the Black Knight shield and Star 1 pickaxe every single game, like, but I can't let skill based be the thing that holds this season back. And overall it's just a very good season overall, so those are my initial thoughts on the Battle Pass, the map, the loot pool, everything to do with Chapter 2 Season 5, guys. Tell me what you guys thought of this season so far, because I actually think it's really good, and honestly, might even be my favourite season by the end of the season. So with that said, guys, tell me what you think of this season so far down below, and I'll see you all next time. Peace out.